Hey you guys, I hope you are well. I am just out picking my basil. I was thinking of making some basil, tomato, and mozzarella cheese, a dish with balsamic glazed. So you can see here some of the leaves. These are the ones you don't want, the damaged ones, of course. Some's eaten by bugs. Just gotta find one that you like. Here's a good looking one. And then you gotta make sure you look on the back side so there's no eggs or anything. And I don't need a lot since it's just me. But this one has actually provided quite a bit of leaves. Ooh. So there's some that have holes in them. Just avoid those ones. I guess I gotta share my garden with all the insects. Just gonna reach in, pick a couple more leaves. Got some small ones, some big ones. I guess it depends on if you want them mature or young leaves. Here are the more mature ones. They're the one that's generally eaten. So I just pick them and toss them. They smell really good. I mean, it smells amazing over here. Just make sure you don't get any ones with bugs in them. I'll pick a couple small ones. And that should be enough. I got 6 or 7 leaves in this bundle. Gonna take it back inside. I've already started on my tomato. I just needed the basil to make the salad. And then I'm gonna set you up. This is what I'm making. So mozzarella cheese, tomato, and then I purchased this lavender balsamic vinegar that I want to try, and this is actually the first time I've tried it. It's from Branch and Vine, which is store here close by me. And then all you need is just a little salt and pepper, and it should be good to go. So I'm going to wash these real quick. Just make sure I get all the bugs off. Best thing about gardening, so you can have those little things you can add to your salads that's your own homegrown. Just gonna let it dry a little bit, make sure I got everything off of them. Usually you would want to do this and then dry them out a little bit. You don't want to add that water flavor to your glazed. Have you guys ever had this dish? It's like an appetizer dish that you would usually get when you go to a restaurant. So I'm going to just lay them in between. The slices of the tomatoes and mozzarella. And then if you really want to make it fancy, you can actually cut this up or tear it and just kind of glazed over it like that. But I'm not too fancy. I'm really hungry. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I just mix the two. I wouldn't do this if I was feeding someone else, but since it's just me, a little bit of salt and pepper. And then let's see how this pours, because I don't really have a lid for it. this could be an interesting project because it's gonna pour like a wine bottle, and I don't want that much on it. I just want a little bit of the glazed. So I'm just gonna put it on the spoon. It smells good. It's lavender. So it's a glaze, so you just glaze it over it. Yes, depends on your preference if you want to be stingy or if you want to go full on. I like the balsamic glaze, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit more for the extra flavor. Knife and fork. Gotta make sure you get all the pieces together. So good, so fresh, so clean. The lavender balsamic vinaigrette gives it just that sweetness to everything. So good. I wish I could share a bite. So healthy. Probably one of the best salad, probably my favorite salad. Now the balsamic glaze, you can use all different kinds. There are all different kinds. If you go to the Branch and Vine, they have like over 50 of them. I don't even know how, but I couldn't find, like I had the hardest time choosing, and I finally went with lavender because it's soothing, calming. The scent is amazing, but the whatever extract that they use for it and all of the combination, it's amazing. You get to try all different kinds, but this is the one I settle on. The bottle itself is kind of expensive, but I do know brand names does make a difference in taste wise. Not for everything, but most things. I mean, you can just tell the difference between quality brand name versus the generic. I'm not saying that generic is all bad, because you can substitute some generic and it doesn't make a difference. But that's why everybody has their own personal preference. And this one is really good. Definitely not something that I can go out and buy all the time, but on special occasions. I wish I can share this with you guys. But tomatoes, I've grown from the garden. But this one I bought at the store because all of mine have gone bad to the tomato blights. And it's a fall time, so most of them have reached its end. So I decided to get some tomato from the store. The cheese is from the store. It's just your basic generic Kroger brand. And then the basil, of course, is from my garden, which I should show you. And basil is so easy to grow. You can go grow it indoor or outdoor. They prefer outdoor, but I will probably take some cuttings and then root some indoor, grow it until we reach springtime, summertime, and then I'll plant it outside again. So good, so fresh. I can't even describe. I'm actually gonna put more basil because I enjoy more basil. And that is about it. That wraps up this episode. So good, you guys. Very healthy, very fresh. Now, you know what would go great is if I had a glass of wine. But you guys might have it. I hope you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.